Hi guys, welcome back to ChrisTube's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a Mars Bar Cheesecake.
Welcome back to regular viewers, and if you're a first timer, stick around. I love cooking hacks. It's the use of convenience and packaged foods to help in the cooking process. We all have busy lives. I also don't like the power-hungry things like an oven. I use the slow cooker, halogen, air fryer, induction hob and the microwave. Let's see what we can do with those. If you like what you see today, please subscribe. Feel free to share and comment. I can be followed on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. See you there.
Okay guys, so as I said, we're going to be making a Mars Bar Cheesecake. It's a little bit bitty as in terms of there's caramel, there's chocolate sauce, then there's the actual cheesecake and the base. So there's about 4 parts to it. So what we're going to do is start off, first of all, we're going to be blending up, or finely crushing, however you want to do it. I've got 200 grams of chocolate digestives I have here, but you can use any chocolate biscuit you like. It's entirely up to you. So, there it goes, and I apologise about the noise, guys. So now that doesn't take long to get it to breadcrumb. So as you can't see, it's a bit like that. Now, what we need to do is put this back on. And add to this 1 tablespoon of sugar. And I have here 125 grams of melted butter, but I'm not going to put all of that in for the moment. I want to do a little bit less because I don't want it to be too solid a base. So I'm just going to put in about half the mixture to start, and I'll add to it if it needs. And again, we blend this all up until it forms a nice dough consistency. I'm going to add in a bit more of the butter there. Okay, so now we have, I hate to say it, what looks like poo. It's not, obviously. Okay, now we're going to use a springform loaded tin. This is about 8.5. Now a little trick I've learned with this one: don't put it on the inside. Flip it upside down and do it on top. The reason for this is when you actually take it out, if you've got a chocolate base that's solid, you can't get your knife into it. By having it upside down, you can get your knife underneath there when you come to cut it. So, upside down in the cake tin. Like so. Now what we're going to do is just put this chocolate mix into the tin and press it out evenly. Now you want like a thinnish crust. You don't want it too thick because it just makes it harder to A, eat, and B, to cut. If you're having a smaller cake tin than this, reduce your chocolate biscuits. Okay, there we go. Stage 1. Now what we're going to do is we stick that in the freezer, or the fridge rather, I should say, the fridge, for about 30 minutes or until the next stage. What we're going to be doing now is making the butterscotch sauce. So, what we need to do is have melted butter, which I've
what I did is I just put a bit more butter into what was left of that melted butter. Add in cream, two tablespoons of cream, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And you just want to warm this, but not boil, until the sugar's dissolved. It's got to be warmed, you know, but not boiled, till the sugar's dissolved. So I've got it on number 5, which is half. I can still feel the grit of the sugar as I'm stirring. Oh, I can smell it now. Already it smells wonderful. Mmm. Yeah, there's no more grit. You could hear it when the pan was gritty when I was going over the sugar crystals. I'll do it just a bit longer now, so I make sure that I have got all crystals gone. Yeah, all done now. Okay, that's our caramel sauce made. Turn that off. Leave that to cool down slightly and go thick. We'll go on to the next stage now. Alright folks, so here I've got some melted chocolate. I have 60 grams of melted chocolate and 2 tablespoons of cream. And this is, you're just going to mix this all up. Till it's chocolate sauce. And then leave this to cool and thicken slightly, same as the butterscotch. There we go. It's looking nice and smooth and glossy. Right, I'm going to leave that alone now.
Okay, so now to the final stage, which is pretty much making up the cream cheese. What we need to do is get some boiling water, so a 1/4 cup of boiling water, to which we're going to add some gelatine to dissolve it. We need 3 teaspoons of gelatin, 1 teaspoon at a time. So it's nicely dissolved. Got to make sure this gelatine is dissolved. So if it's not, your cheesecake will be gritty. There we go, it's nicely dissolved. Second one. Third and final spoon. Right, there we go. So our gelatine's done. We're going to let that just cool to the side. Leave that alone. Now comes the cheesecake. So we have our mixer. We have 500 grams of soft cheese. Now I just use just normal soft cheese, but you can, it's whatever your particular fancy. Chuck that into a mixer. And on a a medium speed, just whip it till it's got soft peaks on it. Okay, so now we have soft peaks on the cream cheese. We're going to add 1/2 cup of caster sugar. And whip again. And we're going to whip this until we have soft peaks the second time. Okay, so now we've got to soft peaks after the sugar. We now need to add the cream. So we're adding 200 mils of cream. Again, you want to put this onto a medium speed and gently add in the cream. And beat till you get soft peaks again. Now we've got soft peaks on there. We now need to add in our gelatin. So again, do it on a slow or a medium and add in our gelatin. And mix until combined. We're wanting again the soft peaks, but to hold a bit of its shape. So I know that sounds a bit of a contradiction, but you want it to be able to hold its shape, but still be malleable. Right, there, done. So, see. Okay, let's get this. Okay, so final stage. We now have our solid base chocolate biscuit. We have a chocolate sauce. We have a butterscotch sauce. We have some Mars bars, which I've cut up into small pieces, and our cream cheese mixture. So what we're going to do now is add just half the cream cheese mixture to the base. Spread it. So we need a bit more than that actually. Like so. Get our caramel sauce, or our butterscotch. I keep calling it caramel, I'm sorry, it's butterscotch. And we're going to spoon this in over the halfway through. 2 spoons, I should think, at least. And we're going to do the same with the chocolate. The chocolate has gone quite thick, actually. What we do is we take our skewer now and we just run this through. Try and get it into the actual cream cheese. Okay. I'm also going to add a couple of slices of the Mars bar just in the center there, just to give it a bit of consistency and texture inside. Because it's not really a Mars bar if it hasn't got Mars bar in it, has it? Right. Now put the rest of the cheesecake in. Spread it round. Try and get it level. It's nothing worse than having a cheesecake that's piled up on one side and not on the other. Oops. Yum. Alright, now we're going to continue. We're going to put some more of this, the butterscotch sauce over the top. And more of the chocolate. Right. And the remaining Mars bars that we've got in, sprinkle on top, just as a bit of garnish. So, there you go. 3 Mars bars, some cream cheese, and we have our Mars bar cheesecake. I'm now going to put this in the fridge, ideally overnight, but a minimum of 5 hours. And then you can have it. So, okay, so this is the cheesecake. See that lovely mottled effect inside? That's probably the better view. See how it swirls nicely? So, let's try it now. So, oh. The biscuit base could do with a little bit less butter in it, but the fork goes through it, it breaks away, it's perfectly fine. It does remind me of a Mars bar. Those flavours of the butterscotch and the chocolate through the cheesecake, it really works. This is really nice. You should try this, guys. I highly recommend this. So, enjoy your cheesecake, guys.
If you like what you see today, please subscribe. Feel free to share and comment. I can be followed on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. See you there.